Hi guys, it's Sam here with Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I'm bringing to you a tag video. So I was tagged by She's the Posh in 3 of the worst luxury purchases I've ever made. That's the tag. This was created by It's Checks. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize. I will link both their videos down below. So basically this tag video is like 3 of the worst luxury purchases you've ever made. And for me, I have 3 that really stood out to me. I have obviously made some bags that I have purchased and not loved and then sold, but to me that's not necessarily a worst luxury purchase. To me, a worst luxury purchase has more to do with like kind of being scammed or the bag not being what they said it was, etc., etc. So let's get into it. Let's start out with my first ever really big luxury purchase. So this was when the Celine luggage bag was hot, like hot, hot, hot. Everyone wanted it. You couldn't find it in stores. Like it was just impossible to find. You were easily paying over retail if you were looking at the bag in, online, Preloved, etc., etc. So I happened to come across the color that was like this teal blue. I think it was called Antarctic. I could be wrong, but I for some reason remember that being the color. Beautiful color. And I found it on eBay, and it was going to be like my first eBay purchase. And at the time I didn't realize you could like buy it now on eBay, so I thought everything was an auction. So I won the auction. I was super excited. I was really excited to get this bag. And the seller, I had asked a bunch of questions. I'd asked for more pictures, and they provided all of it. But then I got the bag and I was like, something is off. So at that point I was using First Authentication. I don't even think Real Authentication existed. So I was using Authenticate First, not First Authentication. Authenticate First, and I sent them the pictures, and I was like, my boyfriend heard about it, who's now my husband, like my friends heard about it. I was really stressed. And then it came back that the bag was fake. And so I was like, oh, I've never done the eBay return process before. I was really nervous about it. Contacted the seller didn't respond. eBay requires you give them an amount of time, didn't respond. eBay stepped in, they were really great, and they were like, well, if the seller responds, send back the bag. They gave me a certain amount of days, and if they don't, then you keep it. And I was like, I don't want a fake bag. But the seller just ghosted, never responded. After they sent it, never heard anything back from them. So I don't have the bag anymore. It is sitting in my mom's closet because I literally cannot look at it. I hate fake handbags, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna go down that path. Just know I would much rather someone not carry any sort of handbag than carry a fake designer handbag. I really cannot stand them and everything behind them. So I do not touch that bag. I then ended up buying myself another bag as a replacement from Fashion File and then having it authenticated because I was so nervous. And it is actually this Celine micro luggage, and this is in this beautiful red lipstick color. It's showing up a little more orange, but it is like a true red. I love this bag. I will never get rid of this bag. It is like my one really expensive true luxury handbag. I did have before that I had bought some Preloved. I had bought a Preloved Speedy and a Preloved Alma, but they had been much more on the reasonable side compared to this guy. I was very, very excited to buy this for myself. I will not be getting rid of it. I know this bag is not really in anymore. I still carry it. I think it's a great pop of color, but this is what I bought instead. Definitely authentic. But yeah, I was feeling a little hoodwinked by eBay. Now I buy on eBay all the time, and I'm much smarter. When people start giving you, oh, it was a present line now. No. Or oh, my boyfriend bought it for me, or oh, this. I mean, maybe they did, but I've gotten gifted one luxury, high-end luxury handbag my entire life, and it was from my husband, and I went with him to Louis Vuitton to buy it. And even then, it was very expensive, and it's never happened again. I feel very uncomfortable asking people to buy me such expensive gifts, so I get them for myself, which is the solution to that problem. So next. This was at the height of the Monsieur Gabriel bucket tote bag. As you guys know, I love Monsieur Gabriel. I have a lot of their bags. I love, 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 love. I don't know, I'm singing. I'm not a singer. I apologize for that. I really like bucket bags. I love them. I think, bucket bags, vanity bags are straight up my alley. They're very Sam, very me. Love them. So I bought the Monsieur Gabriel blush colored calfskin bucket bag, and I at this point am very I've already been through some things, so I'm pretty wary of people, and this on Poshmark, and so I check all the pictures, and I have the pictures authenticated, which you can do, have a listing authenticated. Yeah, it's authentic. I was great, so I purchase it. I then get the bag. It is a completely different bag than the pictures. Definitely I literally opened it, was this is fake. Go through the whole return process with Poshmark. This was before Poshmark let the seller argue with you about the item and read all your responses, which I think is just so uncool, and I literally don't shop on Poshmark anymore, and I've been on there since the year the app was founded, just because I do not like the changes they have made. But they did allow me to return it back to the seller. It was just crazy to me because it was my first experience having a bag that was different than the pictures. So someone literally had put pictures up of an authentic bag, and I didn't even think that people would do that, but clearly they do, and then sell you a fake bag thinking you're not going to compare the pictures or not going to notice. And then lastly, and this one actually really gets me, and this was pretty recent, I was looking at bum bags, and as we all know, Louis Vuitton has had a lot of price increases on their canvas, and their bum bag has gone up a couple $100s this year. And so this was in between, after the first price increase, but before the like big second price increase. And so I was looking at the bum bag, and I really wanted one, but I was like, oh, well, I wear it a lot. Like, is it too trendy? Like, I just get in my head, and like, if you love a bag, even if it's trendy, like, you should get it. That's my, I mean, like, assuming you can afford it and all of that, but like, you should get it. It does not matter if it's trendy or not. And like, here's the bum bag, like 3 or 4 years later, like still going strong. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a Preloved one on Fashionphile. I found a good one, and its main complaints were, and I wrote them down, patina, hardware wear, and sizing marks, you know, from adjusting the sizing on the strap. Hardware wear is normal on a Louis Vuitton bag, and patina, it's gonna happen. It was not a brand new belt bag, and I was okay with that. I knew that. And in total, I was paying $1,406.10. So I think I was saving, like, especially with tax here, I was saving like $250, $300. And so I was like, perfect, okay, like, that's a little bit of savings. I'm okay that it's got patina. Like, I don't mind patina, and that happens to bags as you wear them. So I got the bag, and I opened the bag, and I was like, okay, this is a little more, and they had listed it as very good. So you normally have, I think you have like pristine new, and then you have excellent, and then you have very good. So I was expecting it to be in pretty good condition, and that the pictures, I had gone through all the pictures, really looked at them, and like I said, I was okay with the patina and the sizing marks and the hardware wear, which I couldn't even really see. Like, there were scratches on the hardware, but like, that happens. And I get the bag, and there are numerous cracks in the leather, in the canvas, which cannot be fixed, and Louis Vuitton will not touch that bag to fix anything with it if there are cracks in the leather. And I was just so disheartened, because like, I had been buying from Fashionphile, like, this was my first ever Fashionphile purchase, and this was like 6 or 7 years ago. So I've been buying from Fashionphile for a really long time, since they had their eBay page. So that really kind of dates me a little bit there, with my purchases, but I really had trusted them and liked them, and it wasn't that the bag wasn't authentic. It was authentic. It was just in so much worse condition than what they had posted. They then reposted back online. Description never ever mentioned all the cracks in the canvas that I had emailed them about, and someone bought it, and I don't know if someone returned it or what happened, or maybe someone was okay with the cracks. But like, just for everyone, a PSA, like, when I'm looking at vintage bags, the first thing that X-nays a vintage bag for me is a crack in the canvas. Crack in the leather, you can replace the leather, you cannot fix the canvas, and Louis Vuitton, most of the time, unless you have a very good relationship with a sales associate, will not touch the bag. So, just as a heads up. So those are my 3 worst luxury purchases. The first one was completely a fake, and I should have known that probably more by the pictures if I'd done more searching, but Celine can be really hard to authenticate, so I highly recommend using a professional authenticator for them. Second, authentic item pictures in the listing, completely different item when it was sent to me. And third was just the item not being at all as you would think described. And obviously these are all pre-loved issues. Whenever I'm purchasing a bag that is new, I do check it out a lot more. If you guys have seen my mini rectangular that I bought from the Rue Cambon store from Chanel, I went through 3 to find that bag. So, you know, sometimes you feel a little ridiculous. You're like, why am I still like asking, like, you guys, I can't believe these cleared. I don't want a crooked flap on my flap bag, but you know, I am a little more understanding with other pieces when things are a little more like not as aligned and stuff like that. With canvases and patterns, that doesn't bother me, but like a crooked flap bothers me. So you know, these are pre-loved. I do look a lot more at my items when I do buy them new. So thank you so much for tuning into this video today, guys. If you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is twice a week. If you want to see how I style my bags, please make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and my blog, all of which are linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.